I went over with Benjamin earlier. I made a point to call him to give him my crossover acknowledgement of the Reagan to his Romerness that Jamie, while on the show, is cast in character to look like him. Again, the name is after his brother. Then Danny has a crossover with Jay. I said I'm the one with the presidential outfit for fitness award. Got it when I was young. And it's on file somewhere. That important, no less. So that's one set of actually happened. I called on Linda's Apple phone, by the way, since Jason has my phone blocked. The carrier somehow, so I can't even reach out to my son, even though I'm the one with the executive administration issue. Meaning it's been a lifelong, ongoing, outboard situation. Let's call it a situation at the moment. So then I had a conversation with Linda, and she said something, she's watching some movie, and it references a JR and Yale. And there's some disgusting, like, wearing someone else's dirty laundry on film kind of a moment, which thoroughly disgusts me, so I walked away. And she's like, reminds me of that time that you went away with that boy, Dan. And I'm like, no, actually, Lynn, the whole situation has nothing to do with that boy, Dan. I was like, however, other than the fact that he went to Yale, I was like, however, Lynn, do you remember that I went away with Dan and his family from Lloyd Harbor? I was like, but I returned to your home and your threshold with a completely different representative. Do you remember that? And she was like, I don't know whether she just brushed me off, it was a radio dial turn, whatever it was. She was like, yeah. I'm like, right, okay, just checking. Because I have, like, in that movie, by the way, it references the dirty laundry character references that, like, people with daddy issues tend to put on weight. No, that's just how their disgusting dirty laundry factory has written their Oompa Loompa selves into some new Johnny Depp, like, weird political skew on they duplicated a small problem into a big problem. So that happened. Because I'm thinking to myself, how did the radio dial on AM, FM, short and long wave go from, I mean, the FM dials have pretty much stayed the same in New York. But what really scares me is the expansion of these podcasts with other things I don't want to talk about. But it also has to do with the increasing dimension of the girth of one's cellular makeup. I'm caught between a long and a short story, long and short-term wave, and particle physics in an atomic nuclear timing mechanic that nobody, like, unless you're in the field, they don't share that kind of information. So it was that important to get my first set of circumstances correct the first time, without having some kind of, like, time expansion pack with some writers guild that the only thing between saving humanity and fucking humanity up more is a couple of Hollywood favors, is what it feels like. To raise their hand and swear and attest to the correct thing. But, like, sometimes their political viewpoints and the way that they behave in some exotic affliction of, like, they caught some exotic idea, like a disease, all of a sudden now becomes a problem in the correction. So, I don't know how to explain that. I really don't have to explain myself. I know that much. But there's some part that's really harmful that keeps transpiring. I don't know if Reagan was a Democrat, Republican, but here's what I told the kid from Beijing, because I don't know who he was. And I don't even know if he was really from Beijing. He just sat down at a table next to me. I said, and he said he went to school here for some foundation. Whatever his name was is irrelevant. I know what it is. I said, there's... I've spoken to many humans in my life. I've asked them what a Democrat is, what a Republican is. I was like, so speaking to the public, I was like, and they never have a good answer. They don't even have a construct of an ideology that I could pass forward to my own children. Like, in the word demolish or destroy is demon and demonstrative and democratic, where they're breaking stuff down. But there's a point where you're supposed to rebuild. You're not just supposed to destroy, because then you have nothing left. So I'm a little confused when the Republic has what it needs to accomplish for safety, and it's trying to explain it to the public or to the Democrat. There's a diplomatic exchange that seems to be missing somewhere in my life frame in New York, and I'm not quite sure why. I try to diplomatically receive through whatever they put on the airwaves, but again, the airways have some expansion pack in it and some fight and take over that was not what I was born to. There was a short range from 2 to 13 for access to message within New York. And somewhere over my lifetime, they combined some kind of movie studios, airway studios, podcasts. They opened up this broadcast journalist thing, which exposed the clock and Electric City in some overexposure in film and cinema along other technique. And now it's gotten so convoluted and difficult. I somehow got caught out in the outboard and the outrigger. And if it's a catamaran, they've been dragging me for years behind and haven't even stopped to check to see if I'm still alive. That's what it feels like. So I don't know how to fix what I need to fix. But there was no option. Who I returned home from Florida spring break 1993. That was who I was to marry at Arrow Nav, which is our own special word just between he and I, for special purpose. How I got situated in some marriage certificate, domestic partner certificate, just to maintain my own clarity on these are the problem figures that keep tailing me. Here's your state's paperwork. Now get rid of the paperwork because it's on file that they were a problem and I need it off my file. Because I don't want them, but they don't leave. They follow you around like a really bad tactical something you didn't ask for. And then they stir up a whole lot of other issues for humans that actually use marriage for some other purpose. So there's been so many sidewinder excuses. I don't want to make up movie scripts for other people. I don't want to waste time. I never did. I never gave anyone permission to either. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It is Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, broken. I don't know why the New Yorkers and others have been allowed to mess around with expanding dimension and time and space, adding bloat weight to my human frame, which I see other humans have some of the same effects, like Linda and Lou. But Linda really suffers from it. And it's a problem. It's January 8th, 2022.